This instructional video is designed to show you how to use the algebraic method to balance a chemical reaction. We have one written here, and the first step in the algebraic method is to assign what we call dummy coefficients. They're just placeholders. So A, B, C, D, and E. Once we've assigned these dummy coefficients, the next step is to write out an equation for each element that we find. So we can begin by writing one for iron, writing an equation for oxygen, one for nitrogen, and one for hydrogen. We base the terms in these equations on the stoichiometric ratios in our compounds. So for every one copy of this, we're going to get 2 iron atoms, so that's 2 times A. We have no iron here. We have iron only here, so we write equals C. For oxygen, we have 3A. Nothing here. We get 1 here for C, and we have 1 here for E. So that's C plus E. Nitrogen will do the same thing. That B equals 2D. And finally, hydrogen, 3B will equal 2E. So now that we have all of our equations written out, the next step is the thinking step. We want to look at what we have written and determine that if we pick a value for one of these coefficients, we'll get values for all the others. If I choose A, I know the value of C. If I have values for A and C, I can determine a value for E. Once I have E, I get B, and B will give me D. So based on that, I can start our determination by saying let A be equal to 1. Because I've assigned that value, I'll be able to determine values for everything else. So if A is 1, 2 times A is C, so C has to be 2. By plugging in here, I can get a value for E. So this is 3, this is 2, so E must be 1 also. If E is 1, then 3B is 2. If 3B is 2, then B has to be 2 over 3. And B is twice whatever D is. So that means that D must be 1 over 3. Now because this is a chemical reaction, we want to use the smallest whole number ratio as possible. So I'm going to write this in blue, that we need to multiply everything by 3 to eliminate the fractions. So this gives me a value of A equals 3, B will be 2, C will be 6, D will be 1, and E is going to be 3. So once I have all of these values here, the only thing left to do is to take these dummy coefficients out and replace them with the values we found here. So I can erase these, and I have A equals 3, B is 2, C is 6, D is 1, and E is 3. And so it's straightforward to verify that these coefficients are smallest possible whole number ratio that allows us to properly balance this chemical reaction.